I'm Gemma, and I raised my son to be better than this. Mom, we need to talk. Marcus stood in my kitchen doorway with his wife Sloane right behind him, both dressed like they'd just come from brunch at some overpriced place downtown. About what, honey? You want coffee? No. Sit down. Something in his voice made my stomach drop. I sat at the table where I'd fed him breakfast for 18 years. I sold the house, Marcus said flatly. Closing was yesterday. You have until tomorrow afternoon to pack your things. The room tilted. You what? I sold your house. Well, technically our house. You put my name on the deed when Dad died, remember? As a safety measure, for estate planning. Marcus, what are you talking about? Sloane stepped forward, her hand on Marcus's shoulder. Gemma, you have to understand. We needed the money. We've been drowning in bills, and Marcus's business expansion required capital we didn't have. You sold my house for your business? Actually, no. Marcus pulled out his phone, scrolling through what looked like resort photos. We're taking a 6-month sabbatical in Bali. We both desperately need it. The stress has been killing us. The house sale covered the vacation, paid off our credit cards, and gave us a comfortable buffer. I couldn't breathe. This is my home. I've lived here for 32 years. And now you'll live somewhere smaller, more practical. You don't need 4 bedrooms and a yard. Where exactly am I supposed to go? That's not really my problem, Mom. You're 63, not 90. You can work, get an apartment, downsize like everyone else your age. Marcus, I buried your father in that backyard garden. Every room has memories. Memories don't appreciate in value. He stood up, checking his watch. Look, I tried to be nice about this, but legally it's done. I was on the deed. I had every right. The buyers are young, excited, and they're moving in Friday. Be out by Thursday at 3. Who are these buyers? Todd and Jennifer Parrish. They have 2 kids. They'll actually use this space properly. My hand shook. Did you tell them the house belonged to your mother? That you're forcing me out? I told them I inherited it and was ready to sell, which is essentially true. Marcus headed for the door. We leave for Bali on Saturday. Our phones will be off most of the time. International data is expensive. Marcus, please. We can figure something else out. I'll help you with money. From what money, Mom? You live on Social Security and Dad's pension. You have nothing. That's what he thought. You really believe that? I've seen your bank statements. Remember when you asked me to help with online banking last year? You have $11,000. That's it. That's not even 6 months of rent in this city. Sloane touched his arm. Babe, we should go. We still have to pick up the travel adapters. Wait. I stood up slowly. Marcus, do you remember your father's commercial property downtown? The building on 7th Avenue? His expression flickered. The one Dad sold in 2019? He didn't sell it. He transferred it. To me. Fully paid off, in my name only, specifically so it would never be part of any estate complications. You're lying. Call Walter Gaines, Dad's attorney. Ask him who owns 428 7th Avenue. Marcus's face went pale. That building's worth about $2.8 million, last appraisal. Currently leased to 3 businesses. Monthly rental income is around $18,000. I watched him process this. The lease on the ground floor expires in 4 months. Know who rents that space? He stared at me. Your business, Marcus. Peak Performance Consulting. You signed a 5-year lease 3 years ago. I'm your landlord. Sloane's hand dropped from his shoulder. Marcus, you said the building was owned by some investment group. I thought it was. Dad always talked about selling. He talked about it to see if you'd care, I said quietly. To see if you'd ask about our finances, about planning for my future. You never asked. Not once. Marcus's jaw tightened. That doesn't change anything. This house is sold. You'll have rental income. You'll be fine. And you'll have 4 months to find new office space in a market where commercial rent downtown averages $50 per square foot. Your current lease rate is $32. Your father gave you that deal because you're family. You can't kick me out. That's my business location. My clients know that address. Your clients will follow you, or they won't. Either way, I'm not renewing your lease. Mom, that's insane. You're going to destroy my business because you're upset about the house? No, Marcus. You destroyed whatever relationship we had when you sold my home to pay for a vacation. The business decision is just practical. I'll be needing that rental income now that I'm homeless. Marcus called 20 minutes later. We need to renegotiate the lease. There's nothing to negotiate. Your lease expires July 15th. I can't relocate that fast. You gave me 1 day to pack 32 years of my life. You have 4 months to move an office. Who else will rent that space on short notice? A tech startup called this morning. $65 per square foot, 3-year lease. He hung up. Rita arrived with boxes. You're really not fighting the sale? Marcus was on the deed legally. The parishes are innocent buyers. I won't destroy a young family to punish him. We packed in silence. My phone buzzed. Sloan. Can we meet? Without Marcus? I called her. What? I didn't know about the house. Marcus told me you'd agreed to sell, that you wanted something smaller. And you believed him? You're his mother. Why wouldn't I? When did he tell you? 3 months ago. He said you were excited. The vacation. He said his company had a windfall, a major client deal. I swear I had no idea he was using your house. Then tell your parents. Tell everyone what he did. They'll make us cancel the trip. Marcus will be furious. So you'll protect him? I don't know what to do. Tell your husband what he did was wrong, that he needs to fix this. He won't listen to me. Then you have your answer about your marriage, don't you? I hung up. Walter called. Marcus wants to contest your ownership of 7th Avenue. Says his father promised him that building. Can he? No, the deed is clear. Your name only. Let him try. Discovery will be expensive. His business can't afford a legal fight right now. That evening I walked through every room one last time. My phone rang. Unknown number. Mrs. Brennan? This is Jennifer Parrish. We're buying your house. I wanted to introduce myself and see if you had any information about it. We have 2 kids and we're so excited. She paused. Mrs. Brennan, are you crying? No, I'm fine. The house is wonderful. You'll love it. Can I ask? The realtor said you'd lived here over 30 years. Why are you selling? I could have lied. I'm not selling, Jennifer. My son sold it without telling me. I have until tomorrow to move out. The silence stretched forever. What? Your son sold your house? How is that legal? He was on the deed. Technically, he had the right. But that's your home. Yes. The realtor said it was straightforward. Everyone agreed. If we'd known, my husband and I need to talk. Can I call you back? She didn't call back. The realtor did, an hour later. Mrs. Brennan, I don't appreciate you contacting my clients and poisoning this sale. Jennifer called me. Your office gave her my number. What you told her was inappropriate. Do you understand the legal ramifications? I told her the truth, that my son sold my house without my knowledge. He was on the deed. Did you tell the parishes I'd be homeless? That Marcus was my son? Or did you present this as a simple estate sale? The seller situation isn't relevant. Except now it is, because Jennifer asked and I answered honestly. He hung up. 10 minutes later, my doorbell rang. Jennifer and Todd Parrish stood there. "Mrs. Brennan, I'm Todd. Can we come in?" I let them into the half-packed living room. Jennifer looked around at the boxes, at the family photos still on the walls, and her eyes filled. "This is a mistake," she said to her husband. "We can't do this." "Jen, we signed contracts. We have movers scheduled. The kids are already talking about their new rooms." "Your kids can have rooms somewhere else. This woman is being forced out by her own son." Todd rubbed his face. "Mrs. Brennan, what your son did is unforgivable. But we've sold our condo. We have nowhere to go. 2 kids and my mother in a 2-bedroom right now. We're desperate." "I understand. You're innocent. The house is yours legally." "But where will you go?" Jennifer asked. "I have a place temporarily." "Can we help? Financially?" "We can't afford that. We maxed out everything for the down payment." "What about Marcus?" "He spent it on a 6-month vacation in Bali." Todd's expression went dark. "He sold his mother's house for a vacation? And credit cards, and a comfortable buffer." "Mrs. Brennan, I can't withdraw. It would destroy us financially. But your son is never welcome here. Not for holidays, not for anything." Jennifer hugged me. "I'm so sorry. We'll take care of your house." After they left, I sat in the empty living room and cried. Not for the house, for my son. Marcus texted. "The Parishes called. They're refusing to let me have a key. You turned them against me." I didn't respond. Another text. "Keep the building. I'll relocate. But don't expect me to speak to you again. You chose money over your son." I typed. "You sold your mother's house for a vacation. I didn't choose money. You did." Sloan called crying. "Marcus is talking about not coming back from Bali, about staying permanently. You have to fix this." "I can't fix what he broke." "He's your son. You're supposed to forgive him." "Why?" "Because that's what mothers do." "No, that's what Marcus wanted you to think, so he'd never face consequences." "So you're just done with him?" "He was done with me when he sold my house." Moving day came. Rita's son brought a truck. The Parishes arrived early with their kids. "We wanted to help you load, if that's okay." Todd and their son carried furniture. Their daughter carefully packed my dishes. "This teapot is really pretty. Did you use it a lot?" "Every Sunday. My husband and I would have tea in the backyard garden." "Maybe you could come back and have tea with us sometime." I couldn't speak. Jennifer touched her daughter's shoulder. "Sweetheart, give Mrs. Brennan some space." By 3:30, the house was empty. Todd handed me an envelope. "This is from Jennifer and me. It's not much." Inside was a check for $5,000. "We can't afford more, but we couldn't afford nothing either. Please take it." I took it because refusing would have hurt them. Rita drove me to her guest house. Small, clean, temporary. Walter called the next day. "Marcus's attorney withdrew. He can't afford to fight. He's agreed to vacate by July 15th. But he's trying to sell his business, listing peak performance for $200,000. Can he get that?" "Doubtful. Not without your building. Maybe $70,000. "So he'll lose everything." "He'll lose what he built, yes." Marcus didn't call. He and Sloan left for Bali on Saturday. Photos of beaches, pools, smiling like nothing happened. The tech startup signed the lease, $65 per square foot. My rental income jumped $8,000 a month. I found an apartment, small, but mine. New furniture, new pictures, new life at 63. Sloan called from Bali 3 weeks later. "Marcus won't discuss this. He's talking about staying here, working remotely, never coming back." "That's his decision." "But what about when we have kids? Holidays?" "What about the fact he made me homeless for your vacation?" Silence. I didn't know. But you know now, and you're still there. On vacation he paid for with my house. What does that tell you about yourself? She hung up. 2 months later, Walter called. Marcus is back. The money ran out. He filed for bankruptcy. Peak performance is gone. He can't find affordable space. Most clients moved on. He's starting over. And? He wants to talk. I can arrange. Tell him no. Marcus showed up at my apartment anyway. I found him in the lobby. Thinner, tired, older than 38. Mom, please, just 5 minutes. No. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sloan left me. The business is gone. I have nothing. I need help. You needed help 3 months ago. You chose Bali. I was stupid. I was selfish. I was wrong. Please, I'm your son. You sold my house for a vacation. You made me homeless. You destroyed 32 years of my life for a resort pool. Now that the money's gone, you want forgiveness? I don't know what else to do. Get a job, any job. Rebuild without your mother's money. Learn that actions have consequences that don't disappear with an apology. So that's it? You're done with me? You were done with me in March. I'm finally accepting it. He left. I haven't seen him since. Jennifer texts me sometimes. Pictures of the house, the garden, the kids. It hurts and helps. Rita asks if I regret not forgiving him. I don't know how to answer. He's my son. I raised him, loved him, sacrificed for him. And he sold my home like it meant nothing. The rental income is enough. The apartment is enough. My new life is enough. But when I see mothers with their adult sons laughing together, I feel the hole where Marcus used to be. He made a choice that can't be unmade. I'm living with it. He's living with it separately, which maybe was always how this would end. So here's what I keep wondering. If someone you loved burned down your entire world just to light their cigarette, and then came back later asking for matches, would you really be the villain for saying no?